Hey, greetings, Dr. Tom Donovan. It's been on my conscience to contact you in the last few weeks because I actually became the most important Bible scholar in 2,000 years. And I thought I would tell you how that happened. So, 3 years ago, I wanted to know the difference between just and righteous. And with the tools I use with my seminary education, software, Englishman's word concordance, because every New Testament word has been numbered, and so we can do Greek work with elementary tools. I discovered that there's no such word as righteous, but that word righteous has replaced the word just. The word just, as you know, is something that the Greeks were preoccupied with. What is just, what is the good, and what is truth. So Jesus showed up as a Jew in the Roman Empire and then answered all the preoccupations of the Greek philosophers and gave us the New Testament in Greek, which a lot of people seem to miss the significance of that. So the Greek word dik, D-I-K, just as the word stem for just, justice, justified, justifier, justification. And the significance is that all three words have to do with conscience. Sin has to do with conscience. Justice has to do with conscience. And the word believe, believer, belief, believing has to do with conscience. So the biblical worldview of the New Testament is only three things. Every day in our life, there's only three components that really make up our life experience: uh, body, breath, and conscience. So with my body, I'm speaking with my breath, and I'm speaking according to my conscience. And you are watching this video in your body, sustained by your breath, and interpreting or understanding it according to conscience. So life is very simple. The New Testament is very simple. So there's no such word as righteous, but everybody is confused because they supplanted the word just with righteous. So no one knows what is just and no one knows what is righteous because of our bad English translation Bibles. The same thing goes with Greek. The same thing goes with belief and faith. Latin faith, fides, it's supplanted the Greek word piste, just meaning belief, believer, believing. So a simple word, belief, has been supplanted or replaced by the Latin faith. So no one knows what belief is or faith because of the bad translation, which of faith, supplanting belief, which convolutes the biblical teaching. So conscience is imbued in the New Testament from top to bottom, inside and out. Conscience is the New Testament preoccupation. It is what has to do with salvation. It is what has to do with the blood and the cross of Jesus, healing our conscience for life. Jesus does not judge against us, but judges for us according to our conscience, which is our belief in Him. So we are justified by our belief in Jesus. And that is why we no longer sin, because sin has to do with condemnation, which was Adam's predicament. I don't know how much you think this might cross over into philosophy, um, but I thought I would just kind of send a clue that I teach this all the time to people according to just lexical definitions, just minding the definitions of words and caring for the closed system of the New Testament being a closed system, so that all the words are numbered and we can do studies according to the words. And I guess that is it. I hope that interests you. Let me know any thoughts. Of course, I'd be interested in hearing if there's any transfer to this to philosophy. I tell people all the time there's only four disciplines in our human existence: art, science, religion, and philosophy. Art has to do with aesthetics, including eye-hand coordination. Science has to do with measuring, including numbers. And philosophy has to do with words, including rhetoric and lexical definitions. And then religion has to do with revelation, beliefs, and conscience. So that means that philosophy is the working out of a person's conscience. So whereas religion has to do with revelation, beliefs, conscience, the convictions of our conscience. Philosophy has to do with the words and the working out, the speaking out of our convictions according to our conscience.